With long, spindly legs, a thick torso and neck, this sculpture is a semi-realistic, semi-abstract image of a giraffe. Unlike a giraffe, there is no skin, only a winding spiral of black and silver wire elegantly intertwined into a wild dance to indicate where head, neck, torso, legs, feet, and tail reside. The first thing I noticed when viewing this piece was the head, a good identifier that this is a representation of a giraffe and not another animal like a horse. With no sharp or straight edges, wonkily jointed legs, there is a playful yet experimental mood to this piece. You can almost imagine the popping, jumbled gait of this creature as it walks across the savannah. The contrast between the thicker, shorter torso with the long, lean neck and legs creates visual interest to the viewer. This piece is balanced between the long neck and head and the back legs and tail asymmetrically. This allows a long flowing visual line from head to tail that flows fairly well. The, the focal point is the head with its interesting looping lines and oblong shapes. The negative space pushes the imagined lines and shapes that fill in the head, ears, and horns, even though in real life these things are very insubstantial. Then it is interesting to note that the black wire is thicker and subsequently more difficult to bend than the silver wire, as is evident in the silver wire's tighter coils and wraps. The silver wire also seems to be providing support to the legs, which don't have a very large shape compared to the rest of the figure. By simplifying shapes and lines, using wire helps give this piece a more childlike feel. There are no sharp corners or straight lines. The goofy air of this giraffe gives it a playful mood, while the use of the two different wires shows that this piece was an experiment on the use of wire. In this representative abstraction, scale plays an important role. Roughly 13 inches tall, this piece is far smaller than an actual giraffe, yet helps in creating a personal, more intimate connection with the viewer. This is a piece that can be picked up and moved easily. Made of wire, it is not easily damaged yet. With the right amount of pressure, it can be re-manipulated. The size feels very reminiscent of a toy-like model, something to delight in and take care of. To me, it feels like the artist is trying to communicate a love for animals and a recognition that people are responsible for taking care of each species and the environment that they inhabit. I relate to this piece for its friendly, slightly wonky demeanor and tender reminder that we need our animal friends. They are what make life interesting and engaging. At first, I was put off by the legs, disjointed and far too thin to support the body and neck like a real giraffe's. But knowing that this is a more experimental piece, the first time the artist had worked with wire helped change my mind. They add character to his form rather than take away from it. The hint at the fragility of this creature's existence is important to highlight since 4 of the 8 subspecies of giraffe are currently critically endangered. This piece is a significant reminder to take care of that which we love before it no longer exists due to carelessness and environmental apathy.